What you up to? What you up to, you two? What you up to? Get him, Muzz. Get him. Get him, Molly. Get him. Catch him. Good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. I just did a very quick live feed just to check in with everybody, get a quick video up. I'm just getting my bike washed off, doing a few little other jobs. I'm going to be going out in about half an hour's time and doing a 50k ride today. I've decided to do a race at the end of this month. Well, whether that's wise or not, time will tell. But yeah, I'm going to race. There's a race on in a village called Rio Gordo, which is up in the Malaga Montes. And it looks like the loop, you can see the loop online, looks like the loop's about 30k. Could be a little bit more, but we shall see. And yeah, I'm going to have a go. I think I'm going to have to ride the mountain bike because there doesn't appear to be a class for gravel bikes. As I think I mentioned before, gravel bikes are quite new, and so because of that, you haven't, a lot of the races yet, they haven't really cottoned on to how to run a gravel bike race. Gravel bike race. It's quite hard to say. And for that reason, there's not a class in all of these races, so I'll probably have to ride the mountain bike, which is fine, and I'll have a few runs out on that, but I'm kind of concentrating on riding the gravel bike at the moment just to get used to it and get the feel for it, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying riding it, so that's good. So I hope you've been able to watch the last few videos which have shown me going out. People have also been asking about the dogs, and as you can see, they're settling in. They really like playing with each other. Muttley's really happy that he's got some friends to play with. Unfortunately, when we got Muttley, the other dogs that we had were already quite old, so they didn't really want to play with him much. Occasionally they would, but they weren't like playful like these two. So he's really got a couple of friends now. Unfortunately, as you can see, well, unfortunately or fortunately, they're destroying all the packaging that came from the bicycle, but at least they're destroying that and not destroying something else, so that's good. I just showed in the live feed, I've just lit the bonfire this morning because we're not allowed to have fires in the summer, and that all really builds up. And 1st of November was the first day we could have a fire, so I think it's the 6th today, could be the 7th. 5th, 6th, yeah, it must be the 7th today. So I just lit this morning. This was a huge pile here of material filling up this crater down here. So that's all gone this morning. I'll let it just burn down, then I'll get the digger later and just give it a scrape across, just get it all back up into a pile, and then I'll bring all the other bits over. And I mentioned Blaze Brogan was on earlier, and I mentioned to him that I can finish off this now. I've got the rest of the trees to limb out here, just get rid of all this stuff, so now that I can put it straight onto the fire and not just make the pile higher and higher, I will work through this now and get this tidied up and finalise everything out here. And then we've got the rest of these tops of these trees to come off, like I've done here with these ones. So we're thinning them out and taking the tops off all of these ones over here, some of which I'm going to use for construction material, and some of which will just be used for the fire. As you can see, everything's greening up again now. I've got to go through and cut the dead bits out of the orchard. This lemon tree close to us here has died, which is fine. I kind of wanted it to die. It hasn't been very healthy for a long time. So in the place of those, there's 1, 2, 3 avocado trees going to go in. And then I'm going to put another avocado tree in the orchard itself. So we'll have 4 avocado trees in the garden, apart from anything that's out on the farm. Avocados are growing really well on the farm this year, so it won't be long before, another month, we'll start picking avocados on the farm. And it will be time to walk through and prune the infamous lemon trees again here as they start to shoot up. Now we've got some water on them. So yeah, just checking in, guys. I'm going to bring you along on this 50k ride. Well, for those of you that want to come along, don't have to, of course. Hopefully it's a bit of a inspiration for some people. I know a few people have said that they were, you know, used to cycle and they hadn't cycled for years, and particularly Carl. Carl got all his bikes down and sorted them all out, and he went out with his family last weekend. They had a ride, so that's brilliant. I'm really pleased that it's inspiring a few people to get back on their bikes and get a bit of exercise. And you know, it's the thought of it is worse than the doing it. If you sit there and think about it, you can easily convince yourself that you don't want to do it. But if you just get out there and just have a little ride, you haven't got to go far, or go for a nice walk, or do whatever. You know, it really does make you feel a lot better. You really enjoy it. Well, I do. I really enjoy getting out and about. Start to tidy up here. Here's the old husky. So I'm going to spin a new tube in the front there, put a security lock in the front. It's got a moose inside at the moment, it hasn't got a tube, and the rear's got an old tube in it which needs to be changed. I'll probably put a new tyre on it while I'm at it. Congratulations to Graham. Graham Jarvis was here last Monday and Tuesday morning. Then he left for the north of Spain to an event called Hispania, which is a hard enduro event, and he won on Sunday. He won the big event on Sunday, so congratulations, Graham. And Graham is buying a farm quite close to me, a farm with really terrible rough land where you can't grow anything at all, which is perfect for him to train for his hard enduro sport. And he's going to be running hard enduro classes here, teaching people how to ride this extreme terrain. So I've just been chatting this morning, and I'm putting something together for him for a particular property. So it looks like he'll be going forward with that, and need to speak to some lawyers today and different things. But first of all, I'm going out on my bike, and then I'll do some business later. So guys, I hope you're all well. As you can see, lovely day here today, lovely and clear. The rain's cleared the air, and I'm looking forward to getting out on my bike and having a good ride. So I hope you'll join me. I'll be going in half an hour or so, and I'll bring you along and do the 50k. Alright guys, thanks very much for looking in. Good to see you all, and hope everyone's doing well. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Okay guys, that last little bit was my warm up to get out to the start of the ride. It's about 2 kilometers from my house. I don't know if you can see, just straight ahead, if you look straight ahead you can see some cypress trees growing up in the distance, and you can see the smoke from the fire that I lit this morning. So that group of trees directly in front, in the middle, on the crest of that hill before you see the big hill behind, that's where I've ridden from my house. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my heart rate monitor on here. This is this heart watch, and we want workout. So here we are, this is the workout, and it's just calibrating, and then I'll press start and we are cycling, and off it goes. So this is going to monitor my heart rate, and it will also send that information to Strava, which is the app that records the ride. So this will beep, and it's also what they call tap tick, so it actually taps my wrist when I'm getting too high. If I'm going above 180 beats per minute. You can see I'm at 112 now, having just done that 2k ride. So that's my heart rate monitor, which taps me if I'm going too high or too low. I want to stay in the 161 to 180 range. So some birds flying past there, if you can see those going by in the blue sky. Lovely day today, not too hot. I've got it on wind mode, so I hope you can hear me okay. So I'm just going to set off. I'm going to set the GPS. We're going to do a figure of 8 today, which is the same start as I did the other day, but then we've got another loop of 25 going around in the other direction, so 50k altogether. The race at the end of this month is, we think, about 30k, so hopefully training at 50k will give me enough. Okay guys, I'm going to bring you along. Hope you enjoy it. Lovely day for it. Speak to you later.